Hey guys, B-Tier Plum here, and today I'm here with my 1965 Kohler Barlow toilet on the flushometer setup. Now I do have a 1.6 diaphragm in there as only because it doesn't need the full 3.5 to actually flush. And actually on the 3.5 gallon per flush diameter, it's actually with the pressure up all the way, it won't even flush properly because there's so much water actually flushing through it. But even on 1.6, it's actually pretty good. I will do some powerful flushes and weak flushes, but right now I have the pressure turned all the way up. So enough talking. Here is a flush with the pressure all the way up. That has an awesome flush. So again, even on 1.6, it's not that bad. So I definitely like how this toilet flushes. I know a lot of y'all wanted to see this, so that's why I set it up. Yeah, if y'all do like seeing these residential toilets, which y'all seem to like a lot on the Flushometer setups, please let me know. And to answer some of y'all's questions, because some of y'all were asking like if I could put like some other toilets like the Oxorus Henshaw on the Flushometer, but the thing is, for that I'd have to build another one of these, or I could just make this a universal one and just put like a line here, like about a line that's an inch long on each side. That way I can adjust the bolts to fit. But for now, this 3-bolt wood piece right here only works on Kohler. Even though some of the Mansfield toilets I have 3-bolt holes, they don't line up perfectly. So it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's just really time consuming to build. But here is another flush. I'll flush it twice. As y'all can see, it kind of like builds up so much water that it can't actually even flush properly. So now, if I know what I did with my flathead, which it's right here, I'm gonna turn down the pressure and do a couple more flushes just to see how well it does. So I just turned it down, not a whole lot, but quite a bit. So let's try this and see what happens. I honestly like that flush a lot more than on full pressure. I'm gonna turn it up again, but just a tiny bit, like a half a turn. And let's see if this makes the flush any better. Here we go. I'm gonna flush it twice. It almost kind of reminds me of an American Standard ALF wall, like my 1970s or 80s block logo ALF wall. The flush kind of reminds me of that. Now I'm gonna turn it down quite a bit and see how weak I can get it before it'll siphon. Let's see, I don't even know if it'll siphon at this point, but let's try and see. If I need to, I'll flush it twice. So yeah, clearly on weak pressure, 1.6, it does not flush extremely well. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the water all the way off, which that's not all the way off. So there we go. Now there should be no pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the diaphragm for the 3.5. Usually I do the 3.5 first and then 1.6, but again, this thing doesn't really need the full 3.5 to flush, or this might even be 4.5 or something like that. I really don't know how much it is, but this is the black one. This piece in the middle is the 1.6, and then whatever this is, the 3.5 or 4.5 or whatever, this is the one that will give it a longer flush. So, and it's white. That's how I can tell the difference. The black one is the 1.6 and the white one is the 3.5 or 4.5, whatever it is. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and hand tighten this. Again, you don't really need to crank it down crazy. It's not installed anywhere, so it won't leak, but I just give it an extra turn with the tool for fun. So now, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the pressure very slowly and let's give it a flush. I'll set it to about the pressure on a tank. Okay, so it just shut off. Now I'm gonna go ahead, once the water stops moving in the bowl, I'm gonna flush it and see how it does. So already the water's steady. Here's a flush on 3.5, 4.5, whatever. Not a bad flush. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more, and then I'll turn it all the way up and see how it does. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna check the tanks to make sure they have some water pressure still built into them. This one's almost empty and this one's like half full, so should be good for another flush. And then I'll probably have to wait like 20 seconds, but here we go. That flush was absolutely perfect. The diaphragm, or that little piece I put in there, is probably actually using the same amount of water that this toilet is designed to use, so, but I could be wrong, I don't know for sure, but that was a really cool flush. Alrighty, now I'm gonna turn the pressure all the way up, and I'll give y'all one more flush. Here we go. Awesome. So a lot of y'all really seem to like when I show the back of it when the water is coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 1.6 back in there. That way I can get a couple more flushes for you guys. I just gotta flush this, get the pressure out. Sometimes you have to hit it hard when you're turning off the water pressure. So, okay, now that that's off, let's see if I can get the top of this flushometer off. There we go. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 10 minutes, but okay. Get this off. Take this guy out here. Set it down and then put the 1.6 one back in. I always rinse it off just in case there's any specks of dirt. That way it doesn't affect the flushometer or cause it to stick open. So let's see. Again, this is kind of hard to do with one hand, so I apologize if it's taking up so much time. Alrighty, now I can go ahead and turn the pressure back on, and I'll show you all a flush with it coming out the back. That's just the extra water, but I'm gonna hold it kind of high up like this, and I'll give you all a flush. You can see all the water draining out the back. Here we go. And it siphons. So overall, I definitely like this. This is probably one of my favorites on Flushometer just because of the flush, and I can only imagine how it would flush on a high tank even better than this. But overall, pretty cool. So yeah, really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave y'all's comments down below, and as always, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.